has said it. It is a message that the Lord has always called my attention to. And I'm going to say it today. Today is September what? Is it 5th or what? September 5th. Is it 5th or 6th? Today is Sunday, September. So, the Lord has called my attention. So I need to give this prophetic word down. So that when it happens, they will know that a prophet somewhere has said it already. Now I want to let the people know that this message has to do with God's servant who passed on to glory, Senior Prophet T.B. Joshua. And there have been a lot of news and things going on of successorship. Will the church continue? Will the church still carry on? Will the church still go on? This and that. Now, as a prophet of God, let me tell you the mind of God towards this. Not every ministry, when the founder dies, that continues. I mean, not every church that a founder dies, that the church continues. The legacy will continue, but the church will not continue. This is the exception of the prophet of God who passed on to glory in person of Prophet T.B. Joshua. His church is not a church that should continue, but his legacy will continue. His legacy in the lives of people, but his church is not a church to continue. So that the people who want to try to start holding services, you may try now wanting to start holding services, but something will force you. The church will close down. We are not wishing anything back, but because his kind of ministry, the kind of mandate he has, is a shoe that no one there can wear. No one can continue the synagogue church of all nations. No one can carry that name you call the man in the synagogue, Prophet T.B. Joshua. No. It's a mandate. He's a general. So most times, generals like that, I did a part about generals, so you go back and listen to it. So most times, generals like that, their ministry, sometimes, not all, but his kind of mandate, his church is not to continue. So this is the message for those who are still there, thinking that they can carry on his work. They can fit into his shoes and they want to continue to hold church service. This is the message. Do not hold church service. If you need my advice, I will give you advice. You can turn the place to a tourist place. The power of God is still there. You can allow people, just like you see where Paul and Silas, when they prayed and the prison the prison was broken. You see, they still left the place like that. People still go there just to look at it as a tourist view. And one or two of them, you can sometimes say a prayer there, and the Lord can equally release them. So that is how the synagogue church of all nations is supposed to be. So this is the message. If any of you should try to say you want to continue holding service, what God has showed me, not once, not twice, not thrice, it has always continued, there will be a forceful shutdown. A forceful shutdown, a devastating shutdown. Why I'm saying this is that when this shutdown comes, people will not begin to say that the man is not of God. He is of God, but it is just the problem is the people, are they ready to obey instruction in righteousness? So that when this forceful shutdown comes, people will not say, you see the end is of Satan. No. His kind of mandate is not for the church to continue to run, anyone to continue to run the church. But his legacy in the life of people, building people, is to still continue. So that is the message. So please, in order not to cause a forceful shutdown that will not be good, that may even claim life, it will not be good in the eyes of people. When this forceful shutdown comes, hear me, it is God that has done the forceful shutdown. And God can use anything to cause a forceful shutdown. God can use anything, and the thing may not be pleasing in the eyes of people. It may be fire outbreak. God can use it to forcefully shut down a place. It was not Satan, but it is God. So So please take notes, and take notes. I have given this message before. The way he left his house without holding service, that is how his house should be. He died in the war, not holding any service. He knew that was why he did not hold any service. So no one should continue the service, because that is how his house should continue. So please, another advice, like in my previous video, the money there is God's money. So very soon the money, God will turn it. So please know what you people are doing. May the Lord